one of the most important things that you can realize on the spiritual path is the idea, the embodiment, the realization of devotion. Understanding what devotion is and why it's important, what it looks like, how it manifests in your spiritual practice. Because I've mentioned this, at different points, maybe in different words too, but I'm gonna clarify this stuff further, obviously in this video. But I've mentioned at different points that at some point on your journey, you let go, you surrender, okay? And you're like, wow, I've been searching so fruitlessly for myself. You don't realize maybe at the time that it's even yourself that you're looking for. Some people might just label it as God. I've been searching for God. I've been searching for the answer to this question that's been gnawing at me. And then you may come across it. If you have a religious background, they might talk about devotion. What does it mean when you devote yourself? Why are you devoting yourself? Are you actively doing it, or is it a byproduct of your practice? Is it a byproduct of your realization, or do you need it to find it? And then you can just kind of let it go, put it off to the side when you finally reach this place, when you've rooted yourself in this stillness that you are, the peace of your soul, your higher self, your God energy in you. The same energy that animates everything else is within you. Why am I devoting myself? What am I devoting myself to? It's like, Darius, there's so much suffering out there. Why would I even devote myself and give thanks to some God? It's like, you're delusional, bro. No, I only believe in me and what I control, It's okay. You can use yourself in place of God if you need to. If you don't want to believe in a God, you don't want to devote yourself to something that you think is outside of you. I'm not telling you that God's outside of you. You are God yourself. You're a part of it. You're merged with it, whether you like it or not. You're not separate from this reality, guys. God is everything. When you guys really grasp that, when you realize that there is literally nothing that exists or not exists in the unseen that is not God, your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your relationships, your urges, your instincts, your desires, the physical reality itself, everything and nothing. He's outside of the duality. All of those things are God, every single tiny aspect down to the tiniest atom. And what you're doing when you're devoting yourself is you are trying, you're like kind of forcing yourself in a way to give thanks, to be in a place of gratitude. But it goes beyond even gratitude. It's like even if I'm not feeling super grateful, I still have this loyalty to God. I still have this devotion to God. What it means is, this devotion, is that you put God at the forefront. You put the energy of all that is, you put the existence, the reality, the life, you put that at the forefront. It's number one. It's before everything. It's on your consciousness while you're searching for this. And then when you realize this state, it's you're just merged with it, so you don't even need to think about it actively. You're just kind of by default devoted because you see how intricately tied and intermeshed it is with everything. It's just your state of being. It's automatic. Your state of being is by default a devotion. It can't not be. What we're trying to do is get you consciously there, mentally there, right? And it's obviously, there's a paradox in that, right? Because it's it's outside of the mind. It is your awareness that is choosing to align itself through this devotion. What does devotion look like? It looks like you are sincerely, desperately seeking this truth of God that you are and that everything is. That's what it is. It's like, I'm not going to rest. I'm not going to stop until I seek, and then find. And then I'm going to find, and then I'm going to awaken. And then when I awaken, I will purge whatever stuff is left, and then I will enter into that place of stillness, permanent stillness, nirvana, union, yoga, the true merging, the enlightenment. Bullshit labels. They're all bullshit labels, guys. It isn't like, it's just to like let you know that like, oh, stuff is different now. I see a little bit more clearly now. I understand the true nature and reality of everything. That's all it is. It isn't some like super, oh, I'm so better than everyone. No. Through your devotion, you find your humility. Through your devotion, you find the true gratitude. How can you not be thankful for your existence when you're in this place? And what happens is, this is why you have to kind of figure out what your definition of God is. Because you have to understand what God is. First, you have to understand it mentally, and then your intuition has to understand it. Your intuition already knows, but your intuition is going to recognize that mental construct as a deeper knowing. It's going to sink into you. You're going to realize it. You're going to like, oh, that's what it is. So God is everything. So when you devote yourself to it, when you're sincerely grateful for it, when you seek it before everything, when you're like, I can't rest until I truly like I'm just so fucking loyal to you, God. I have fully submit and I let you take over. Okay, when you're there, you realize the true nature of everything. It's like God's everything. So by default, if I'm devoting myself and aligning myself with this God energy, then everything else automatically takes care of itself. Okay, so this guy comes up to Jesus and he's like, yo, dude, like, what's the deal here, man? Like, how do I find this eternal life? He's like, well, what does the law tell you? What do the prophets tell you? And he's like, well, you do well unto others, like, and then you God at the forefront. God is number one. He's like, yeah, and if you do that, you will live. Very simple. Now, there's two parts to this. There's the first part where he's like, you do unto others as you'll have them do unto you. The golden rule. We've heard it ad nauseum. Nobody actually practices it and incorporates it into their lives fully, because there's too many hypocrites out there. There's too many people that are selfish and inconsiderate and unkind. The more you align yourself with the kindness and the gratitude and the love, the more you're going to want to do unto others as you'll have them do unto you. Okay? But you don't even need the do unto others part, guys, because by aligning yourself with God, by recognizing that God is number one, and he says, love God with all your heart and all your mind. That is the devotion. Devote yourself fully. And when you do that, by default, you automatically do unto others as you'll have them do unto you. You don't even need to follow the 10 commandments because you're automatically aligned. You don't have this corrupted, adulterous heart, guys. You don't have this lustful, just needing, wanting to seek yourself in this external shit. God brings you whatever you need on your path. You're always provided for and protected. You're never not protected. You're never not provided for. Even when you think you literally have nothing in your physical reality, if you are still drawing breath, you are provided for. Your breath is you being provided for. We don't even realize that. Just the fact that you're drawing breath, God's allowing you to breathe. How many people can't breathe well? How many people are ill? They have some kind of breathing issue. Lung cancer, esophageal cancer, right? Like different types of lung-related issues, asthma and all these things. You realize how important breath is when your breath is being fucked with. But yeah, that's the most basic thing. And he breathed life into you. He breathed life into you. Oh, thanks, God. Man, you're the shit. Like, how could I not devote myself to you? And that's why Yogananda is going on and on about the meditation. But it's not just like the meditation. That's the one part. The other part is he's like, don't stop doing it. You're doing it literally all the time in your spare time, guys. Sure, you take care of your basic stuff. You could do your work, you handle your family, obligations and stuff. But the rest of the time, if you guys are like honestly sincere about this, if you desperately really want to find your awakening and your enlightenment, then you will not rest. You will fully devote yourself to it. You're gonna go 100% all in. You can kind of half-ass it, guys, if you want. You don't have to do it all the time, literally. I didn't do it all the time, literally, but I did it a lot. That final year or two that I was purging everything a lot, and I was meditating hours and hours and hours every day, I wasn't like literally 24/7 meditating, guys. I didn't need to. You naturally know when you want to do it and when you don't want to do it and when you want to do it. And if you find yourself having like this resistance to the meditation and the prayer, you got to fight through that a little bit too. But there's a reason he's telling you guys, there's nothing that's more important. Like devote yourself sincerely. If you are sincerity, guys, it means like, I really mean it. It isn't just like I'm putting, it's just a show for like, hey God, I'm gonna try and trick you into thinking that, hey, I really kind of want this, and I guess I'll kind of, no, he's like, no, man. You're either all in or you're not. You're either honestly and truthfully seeking this or you're not. And he knows what your your heart's intention is. He knows, guys. There's nothing hidden because you yourself are it. Every aspect of yourself is known. Your thoughts, your internal desires, your feelings, your emotions, all of those things are aspects of God in you. And when you realize that, you're like, oh, there's like really no hiding it. I can like kind of just be myself because however I am, I'm perfect in my authenticity. And your authenticity leads to your devotion, ironically. It's like, I just feel so good. I'm just like so cool with myself. I finally let go of all of this baggage and I'm just gonna like seek it. Oh God, I still have some stuff to purge through. I still have some mental stuff that are blocks. I still have to cleanse the chakras, right? I mean, you can label it whatever you want. You still got to do that stuff? Then do it. Who's going to do it for you if you don't? And I kept putting this off. I'm like, Yogananda, bro, you're too intense, man. I can't just sit and devote myself 100% to this. You're fucking insane, bro. There's no way. I'm not gonna sit for, like, that is way, like, no one does this, guys. Like, honestly, it is so extreme to devote yourself fully. It is like borderline delusion. What do you mean every aspect of at the forefront of my consciousness? I'm thinking about it, I'm trying all the time. Yeah, you keep trying. You keep it at the forefront of your reality all the time until you no longer need to, guys. That's why I keep saying over and over again, you seek until you no longer need to seek. You do not rest. You do the Buddha, I'm gonna sit under the tree until I have my enlightenment shit. I'm not moving. That's hardcore devotion, isn't it? Think about it. He's like, I'm not gonna get up to piss. I'm not gonna get up to shit. I'm not gonna get up to eat. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna get up from here, God. I'm gonna show you how devoted I am. I'm not gonna get up from this tree. I'm gonna meditate until I see. And through this expression, through this manifestation, this act that I'm doing, you will truly see how devoted I am. And you don't have to go the Buddha route, guys. You don't have to. You don't have to be that insane. He's like hardcore, okay? You don't have to. But devote some aspect of your lives to it, guys, sincerely. There's nothing that's more important. There's no higher calling. Your most desperate desire. See, this is the thing, okay? Everyone out there, they're chasing the external shit. Everyone out there is looking for themselves in the external. I've said this till I'm blue in the face on this channel so you guys can get it, okay? Everyone is devoting themselves to that chase. So they're unconsciously chasing stuff. I mean, they're consciously aware, like they know that they're looking after their desire, like whatever the desire looks like. They're like, but they're unconscious of how they've lost themselves in it. So what happens when you devote yourself to God is you're basically reclaiming a part of yourself. You're like, oh, me, my higher self, the one that's truly in control of my body and that's guiding me, that I'm aligning myself with, I am consciously choosing to be aware of the fact that I am searching for this thing for the end of my suffering. And what does that look like? It means like, oh, I feel so grateful, God, for this breath and life you have given me. And you're like, well, Darius, I'm too depressed and feeling sorry for myself. I can't get myself to that place. And that's why I say, you search for your inspiration. If you guys aren't in a place to devote yourselves, don't lie to yourselves. If you're not in a place to sit down and meditate and pray and be thankful and try to find the stillness, don't lie to yourselves. Use whatever tools you have at your disposal to find inspiration. You go to the dog park, oh, look at how cute all these dogs are. Oh my God, it feels so amazing. Let me pet all these dogs, yay. Use that as a portal. And then after that, go and sit and meditate for 15 minutes. You're gonna feel a little bit happier. You're gonna be in that disposition to want to like try something new, maybe. So yeah, there's no higher calling. When you put God at the forefront of your entire lens, and ironically, that's why I'm saying like, you're putting God at the forefront. It's like what I'm doing by saying that is I'm creating this mental illustration, this illusory thing of you're putting God at the forefront. So it's like I'm placing God outside of me. No. what you're doing is you're taking it and you're pointing the flashlight back inside. So what you're doing is you're putting yourself, your internal state of being, at the forefront. That's what it truly looks like, this devotion. I am always rooted in this centered stillness. Rooted in it, guys, rooted. I am anchored in it. It doesn't leave me. It's always there. That's the devotion when you've aligned yourself fully. That's what devotion looks like. I can't not help but notice my own rootedness in this peace and stillness that I am all the time. So by default, I'm automatically conscious of this God energy. That's what it means, devotion, guys. You're conscious of it. You're aware of it. It's at the forefront of your being. You're like, it's in everything. How can I not see it in this reality? It's everything. And they're like, no, man, this is only the physical. There's only the physical stuff, Darius. I don't know what this bullshit you're trying to feed me is. No, man. You're telling me to, like, devote myself to some stuff out there? No, man. No. No. You either get it or you don't, man. Guys, I get the resistance. I get it. I get the, like, Darius, this is way too fucking crazy and intense. How can I fully devote myself? Like, for some people in their minds, devoting yourself fully to, like, this practice, this path, this God, is like, I might as well just go and become a nun or become a monk and, like, really devote myself that way through a religion, you know? I'm going to go be a Buddhist monk. I'm going to go be a Christian monk. Isn't that devotion, Darius? Yeah, that's a form of devotion. Haven't they given themselves? Isn't their entire life revolve around their belief and their, you know, spiritual practice through whatever they're doing? I'm saying do it on your own, man, because then you're more free. Then you can pick and choose what you want your reality to look like. You're not just, like, funneling it through this, like, monastery you're staying in and you got to do this stuff. That's fine. If that's, like, the reality you need to create for yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. You can find it that way. But we don't need it. Be your own monk, man. Be your own nun of your life. And I'm not saying you're, like, going to be celibate. If you need to have sex, have sex. Have it. It's fun. Yay. Sex is good. There is devotion through sex. What do you think Tantra is trying to tell you? And even the true Tantra is like we have this connotation in the Western society that Tantra is, like, all about sex. No, man. The true Tantra, it's just like yoga, where yoga has turned into these asanas and you're doing downward facing dog and all this shit. No, the true yoga is union. The true Tantra is union. And then everything gets layered on top of it and you're like, Tantra means sex and yoga means asanas. And it's like, no, you guys are missing the core spiritual truths that these things are trying to point you to. I don't know. I had to get it through my thick skull. I had to, you know, submit. Darius, this whole 25-year hell, mostly, how much have you truly submit? Yogananda's saying it, man. He's like, bro, just keep trying, like incessantly. And, like, Jesus is telling you, keep seeking incessantly. Keep searching. But you're not really doing that, are you? When you're playing your video games and you're watching your TV shows and you're, like, jacking off to porn and you're doing all this random shit that you're filling your day with, are you truly, sincerely seeking yourself, your truest God essence that you are? Are you really? I mean, your suffering is ultimately going to lead you back onto the path once you get enough of that suffering. That's what it's designed to do. It's the flip side of the coin. Your suffering leads to your salvation, whether you know it or not, whether you understand what I'm saying or not. It's coming for you. But there's a power in consciously choosing to seek. God's like, oh, they're choosing it now? Oh, man, now I'm ready to fucking help them out, like, hardcore. Now I'm going to really place some stuff for them to notice because they're going to be more in the predisposition to notice stuff, aren't they? It's like through my devotion, I'm like, yo, God, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready, dude. Hook it up. He's like, okay, Let's see how ready you are. And he's like, here's a little slice of heaven for you. And can you handle it? And you're like, I don't like that slice of heaven that you've given to me, God. It's not really truly heavenly. It doesn't match with my illusory desires. Somebody asked me, he's like, well, desires, and like, aren't your desires just something that God gives you? It's like, all of it's something that God gives you, man. It's just your own POV that's identifying it as your own personal desire or something outside of yourself. It doesn't matter. It's all God when you zoom out far enough. And it's like, your desires are fine. Like, they've gone in the religions, they've gone too far into like denying your desires, guys. Why? Because they know it's a slippery slope to temptation and the devil and the illusion. They know that. That's what they're trying to get you to understand, is like, let go of your bullshit personal desires. Why? Because God's going to bring in whatever desires he needs for you. Your desires very likely are going to be way above and beyond what you truly need for yourself. And so they turn into these illusory wants that you base your entire reality and existence on, and you're basically chasing the carrot on the stick. And you're always going to have some other desire you're chasing after. But when you root yourself in this devotion, in this gratitude, in this love that you are, when you root yourself in it, then you can desire whatever the fuck you want because you're aware of your desire. If I'm chasing after the carrot on the stick and I'm just like, just chasing stuff like a zombie, then where's the awareness to realize that that desire is illusory? That's why it's like everything's like very, very much like take it or leave it kind of attitude. I could have this or I could not have this. I don't really care one way or the other. God can bring in a relationship and a woman into my life. God cannot bring it. And I'm okay either way. I'm not losing my fucking mind over it. Oh no, my desire. God's like, have you devoted yourself yet, Darius? How am I going to bring you your truest heart desire if you're still misaligned all the time? If you haven't submitted and surrendered and have faith in me that you are. It's frustrating, guys. I know. This whole physical illusion is set up to tempt us and get us off the path at every turn. That's why Jesus is telling them, pray that you don't fall into temptation in the Garden of Gethsemane. Pray. Keep your consciousness on the right path. Do not be distracted or dissuaded. That's the true devotion, guys. It's very intense, I know. It's very extreme. You're like, bro, I can't play my video games anymore. It's like, guys, put down the video games for a day or two, man. Put down the fucking social media for a day or two. You're not going to die. You're going to have notice that resistance. The degree to which you suffer from giving up that thing tells you how intense that karmic cord that you've created is. The degree. It's like, if you can just kind of let it go, then you're not that attached. And if it's a motherfucking bitch, it's even an addiction, then it will utterly contaminate the very essence of your internal state of being all the time. Oh my God, when can I go have that drink? When can I go have that drink? Oh my God, I have to go have that drink. I have to. I don't care. Fuck this devotion shit. Just give me that drink to numb it, the pain of not having that drink. The cycle of hell. So when do you devote yourself and let go of it? When do you devote yourself? The loyalty of the ever servant. I'm so loyal to you, God. You're always number one, brother. I love you, God. You're my bro. And then what happens through that transition into like the understanding of that? Everything is your bro. There's nothing that exists that isn't your bro. There's no situation, there's no moment, there's no person, there's no animal, there's no nothing that is not your bro or sis or mother or child. All of these roles that we play, they're very fluid. Just for this life. Just for this life. Your mom and your dad have been your children in your past lives. And now that you're your child, your uncle and your aunt have been your cousin and your sister and your brother. It's like all very fluid in all these reincarnated lives, guys. Your soulmates, your twin flames, whatever label you want to put on it. They are with you the whole ride, man. You have like a pool of souls and beings that are with you and guiding you every step of your soul's ascension. So devote yourself to them. Devote yourself to yourself. Devote yourself to the energy of anything that is. That's why, like, these people come up to Jesus. They're like, yo, your family's outside, bro. They're like saying that you've kind of lost it. He's like, who's my family? Who are my brothers and my sisters? They're here. He's basically saying, you're all my soulmates. Wherever I am, you are my brother and my sister. What are familial and friendship bonds when you have reached the state of oneness and literally everything is God to you? Everything is, I devote myself to you. I am your servant. I am here to assist you on your path to realizing yourself. That's all it is. It's all that matters. It supersedes everything, this path, guys. It is what your soul is most desperately craving. And that's what, there's the resistance, right? If my soul, if everything that I'm doing is searching for this, even if I'm ignorant of it and unaware and unconscious of it, then like, why wouldn't I just naturally more gravitate to it? Well, because you don't know what it looks like. You get glimpses of it, but you don't realize that that's it when you get glimpses of it and what it looks like. And you've heard about it on the level of your mind. You've heard all the truths, guys. You've heard the 10 Commandments. You've heard the, golden rule and like put God at the forefront. God's number one. God's everything. Devote yourself. You've heard these things at some point. Be good, be nice, kindness, be, the heart-loving person. You know these things, guys. But why can't we do them? Because you're too lost in the shit. Reclaim yourself and choose the correct path. And every path is the correct path, ironically. But there's some paths that are more aligned than others, guys. That's all it is. It's just shades of gray, just on the spectrum. Some stuff is more aligned, some stuff's fully aligned, some stuff's just not as aligned. And God wants you to be searching for the highest, the most noble, the most honorable in every moment of your life, if possible. And then he also gives you leeway. He's like, hey man, I see that you recognize this game that I've created. He's like, I see that you recognize the illusion of it, and you're like fully rooted in yourself and me. You can have some leeway in how you behave. Do whatever you want to do, man. He's like, but just don't go down the slippery slope of getting lost in the temptation again. And he trusts me now. God trusts me. Just the same way I trust and have faith, God has faith in me. He's like, hey, Darius, I'm going to trust you with this path, with this responsibility of sharing this message. I trust you, bro. You realize the truth. Share it. And I'm like, okay, cool, dude. Thanks. And as a result, God's going to love me and take care of me always. Even when even when my mind is kind of like, nah, God, I don't like you right now so much, man. I don't like this reality that you've created for myself. I don't like it, God. Your mental resistance. It's like, it's okay, man. You'll get through it. It'll pass. It's always passing, isn't it? Devote yourselves. It's all that matters, man. And you're like, well, Darius, you say like you said at different points that this is what matters the most and this is the most important. They're all interchangeable. They're all the same thing ultimately, man. The devotion is the loyalty, is the gratitude, is the peace, is the love. It is all aligned with the good. The goodness of all. Get there, guys. I promise you, your life will change. It can't not change.